Welcome everybody to a triple deck constructed game, and I'm here with a very special guest who's probably going to beat me. It's Tim from Ravensburger, Game Development Manager. How is it going, Tim? And are you ready to lose?
Hello there, I'm always ready to lose. I have not played since the Fantasy Basel convention in Switzerland, and I'm so happy that I can finally play again and to be here.
Yeah, well, thanks so much for coming on. Triple deck constructed, it's the world's format. And we've each got 3 decks representing every single ink color. And it's all about seeing who is the master of all inks.
Yeah, so how do you want to start it?
Well, I guess we should start off by looking at your lineup, because I think that's what people are going to be most interested in seeing. So because in the Worlds, we're going to follow the exact same format that is in Worlds, where it's open deck lists. You get to see what your opponent's decks are before choosing which deck you ban. So just to explain to those people that haven't seen triple deck constructed, Tim, do you think you could explain how this is working?
So in the World Championship, all players will have 3 deck lists representing all the ink colors, like you already said. They represent the lists to each other, then have some time to look at the lists. And then after studying the list and making their tactical choices, they will have to pick one of the decks to bench. That means that this deck is not getting played, and you have to win with the other 2 matches in a best of 3, with the other 2 decks in a best of 3 match.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for this format. I've got my background before Lorcana in digital card games, and it's something that is used in digital games. Building this, I can see why it's not the main format. It's a lot of effort to have 3 different decks, but I think what a cool thing to do for the World Championships, and it's going to be my first time playing it, and I've really enjoyed theory crafting, putting different things together. In this kind of format, it's actually a very different meta potentially from a constructed format, because you can bench one of your opponent's decks. That means if I don't ever want to play against Ruby Sapphire, I could bench it every single time, and that allows me to build my decks very differently potentially. So it's a really interesting format, and I'm excited to see, Tim, what you've got cooked up. So would you please, Tim, reveal to me the 3 decks that you have got one by one?
All right, so I think the easiest is if I just put the ink combinations there, and then we can go through the lists. So I have Amber Steel.
Okay.
And then I have Ruby Amethyst and Emerald Sapphire.
Emerald Sapphire, a personal favorite of mine. I'm excited to see that one.
Yeah, I thought these are the decks that are the most fitting to me. Of course, I had lots of considerations, one of them being bringing Ruby Sapphire, but I made the decision to not go with that and hope that you are doing it.
I am not. I'm not playing Ruby Sapphire.
All right. What are the decks that you are bringing before you go through my list?
So I've got. I haven't been quite as organized as you with my dividers, but I've got a dual link card to represent each one. So I'm going to be playing Amethyst Sapphire.
I hope those cards are in the deck too, right? So
no. Amber and Emerald Steel. So I had quite a few different strategies. I think my strategy for Worlds would have been actually the same ink color combination that you have, and I would have tried to build each of my decks to be very strong against Ruby Sapphire. But when I'm playing against you, I was pretty confident you wouldn't bring Ruby Sapphire, so I didn't go for that strategy. And instead, the Ruby Amber deck is a bit unorthodox, but I know you're going to like it, and I think it's an interesting strategy that I've developed here.
Well, if I let you play it, then.
Yeah, that's true. Well, funnily enough, I've actually got a nickname for my Ruby Amber deck, and the name is the Bench Magnet. Because it's so strong, I just know you're going to bench it.
Yep. All right. What of the decks do you want to see first?
I think let's start off with Amber Steel. It's something that we've seen you play on my channel before.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see if it looks the same or if it's particularly different.
I mean, that is definitely looking very similar, and also one of the reasons why I brought it. So you might remember this guy.
Oh, I do. For those who didn't see, Tim, you and I played a game against each other in a show match in Leipzig a couple of months back, and you wrecked me.
I mean, it was a very, very fun match, and a great way to showcase the little Christoph and what he can do, and of course Chanabok. So lots of big guys Then, well, you have lots of songs. Let's put out the whole song package here. I mean, we will put a deck list in there, right? So that's probably okay. So yeah, you have a song package that you pretty standard. I mean, one tech card against Ruby Sapphire.
That's a nice card. It's a nice little enchanted.
And then, of course, Whole New World. So that's all the songs there.
Okay, not going for Beyond the Horizon at all?
Nope. I've made the decision to reduce my unink count to make room for the big guys.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, so that's the songs. Of course, you can also ask that. I mean, we're not playing Worlds right now, so
no, we're not.
Then you have the characters.
And the Simba and Mulan are there to make your discard populated for your Chernobog and your Kristoff, and also help you get out of a pinch with lots of uninkables, I presume.
Exactly.
And Carlo's there as well.
Yes. So Pete for the English-speaking players. In German, he's called Kata Carlo. All right, and then a couple of one-offs, and of course Namari.
Ooh, Mulan. And Namari as well. All right, spicy. I like it.
All right, so that's Amber Steel.
Yep.
Very similar to what I've played in Leipzig.
What scares me is, Tim, is that looks like a very strong deck, and I know in your hands that you're a very good player, and I was hoping you maybe came with a little bit more unorthodox decks. From a purely I like it though. You're not messing around here. You want to win clearly with this deck.
100%. I mean, that's what we're trying to, right?
Yeah. All right, let's see Ruby Amethyst up next then, if you don't mind.
All right.
Let's save the next till last.
So, Ruby Amethyst, we have lots of one-drops, so 10. Then we have Queen of Hearts, Cusco, and Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket. So this one's when it's exerted, your opposing characters can't rush?
Yeah, then they enter exerted. So the rush characters. Which is great if you want to have something against Shark and things that if you play against something similar where you can rush with a Shark, with Peter Pan, everything then evasive comes in exerted. That's unless you clear the Jiminy before. Also great against stuff like Fox, which is annoying in the early game for my low cost characters. Then Peter Pan myself and Merlin. Then we have libraries, and of course the most important card.
There it is.
We have Bruno.
It's a personal favorite card of yours, right?
100%. Yes, that's why I had definitely to bring Bruno here as well. We have Sharks. We have Elsas, and then we have, of course, this wonderful card there. We have Lilo. And we have...
I did not expect that.
We have the Sword of Shan Yu. One Be Prepared. And then lots of actions. So we have Friends, of course. Pirate's Life. Bosses on the Roll. Fan the Flames. And It Calls Me.
Wow, so lots of actions. It Calls Me. I'm trying to think what you're looking to do with It Calls Me. I guess get Lilo down as quickly as possible. If you play, is it 3 actions Lilo comes out for free?
So 3 actions means Lilo comes for free, and It Calls Me is a 1-cost song that also draws your card, which is the main point. And I can also shuffle cards from your discard back into your deck, but that's most of the time irrelevant.
Yeah, and the Bosses on a Roll is going to line up the Bruno, and then Fan the Flames can ready Bruno. I've played this deck not exactly like this, but a version of Ruby Amethyst Bruno you've played in the past on stream, and people liked it. And you are the person that I stole that deck from, so I'm excited to see this new take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it yet, so I'm curious to see how it plays out with the Lilo in it, and I really want to see it. All right. And then, last but not least, we have...
Okay, now the fun part.
We
The
have
moment I've been waiting for.
Emerald Sapphire, which is definitely a fun deck to play against Ruby Sapphire, I can tell you that much.
Yep.
So we are running some items there.
That's a lot of items. Wow. The jeweled collar.
The jeweled color, then some more items.
That's a lot of items. I sense Oswald. Oh, the hidden ink caster.
No, I'm not running Oswald, actually. So
Okay,
that's the item package there. Then, of course, together with it, we're having Belle, we're having Scrooge.
Makes sense.
I'm running 2 Ratigan.
Nice.
2 Lewis.
Yeah, that's got a nice combo of the jewel collar.
2 Queens. 3 Kid Cloud Kicker. Oh yeah, more items, of course. Don't forget these. Then I am running 3 of the Tamatoa. 4 Sheriff.
Oh, and you love this card too. This is another one I've seen you play a lot.
Yep. And then Under the Sea and Inquires.
Oh, goodness. Okay, there it is. I was waiting for that. That is spicy. Okay, well, that's terrifying.
It definitely is a fun deck.
I'm going to be honest, I already know what I'm banning. Or benching, sorry.
I have an idea.
All right, so I guess it's time for me to reveal what I'm playing.
All right, let's do that.
Which one would you like to see first? Amber Ruby, Sapphire Amethyst, or Emerald Steel?
Let's go with Emerald Steel first.
All right, Emerald Steel. So I'll send you the link because it's all out of order, but it's sort of a deck that you would expect. It's very heavy discard.
Mm-hmm.
I have Chip, which is probably my favorite card from the new set. 4 copies of that. 4 copies of most things. I'm playing some Ursulas, Mulans as well, to make sure that I don't get overrun in the early game too much, and all the things you'd expect with some Muses. I've got 1 copy of Beyond the Horizon in this one as well. Yeah, I thought about playing 2. I haven't played the deck actually myself yet with Beyond the Horizon, but put 1 in there. Maybe I should have gone to 2, especially with the Mulan. I'm also playing, I think, 3 copies of Hidden Cove, Hypnotize, Prince John, 1 Big Pete, Space Pirate. Nothing too fancy. Again, it's not 1 Bruno, I think, maybe 2, some Smees. It's not a deck I've actually played yet this set, but my thought process was coming into this is that for Worlds, and I don't want to give away my strategy too much, but I think you're going to see it based off my next deck anyway, or the Amber Ruby deck, is I think you can get away with having 1 deck which is designed specifically to be played when you go first, and then you need 2 decks which are really good going second. So I sort of started with that. I was like, right, what decks are really good going second? And I felt that Emerald Steel, if I can shift Diablo and sing Storm or Strength, could be a deck which wins going second. And also Blurple is the other one, which I'll show you next. Starting off with...
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
What a great card.
This is a card I know that you're a big fan of. So I had to put it in as a one of. And my deck name is actually Sven's Surprise.
All right.
The surprise is...
that there's no Sven in it.
I have 1 Elsa, and it's German as well. I got that at Battle Bear. I packed a German Elsa. I've got 3 Hades friends. I'm playing Peter Pan's Shadow, not the Shadow Finder, the Shadow. Okay. And this one's turning my Rush characters evasive. So I just figured the fact that it costs 4 and I'm ramping in this deck. I was a bit worried about playing Iago in this format because some decks, if you're, for example, planning on benching Ruby Sapphire, you might be heavily teched, therefore, for Iago. So I thought it was too risky. I'm playing, I think, a couple copies of Into the Unknown. Again, I'll send you the deck list properly in a moment. Popsicle with Belle and Friends and Crabs. I've got 4 Monstros.
Okay, interesting.
I see a lot of people playing like 2, but I'm like, you know what? It's also going to be evasive in my deck if I have the Peter Pan Shadow, so why not? Tamatoas are in there. I'm playing 1 Royal Guard. I actually wanted to play more than 1. I started off with like 4. Just as like an extra card to have to defend against like an aggressive deck. not sure about only playing one. I'm worried about missing an early curve and then my opponent runs away with it. I've got Finders Keepers. And that's pretty much it. Fox and Crab. Nothing too fancy. I kind of looked at the deck lists, which have been doing well, and tweaked a few things. Because I haven't tested any of these. But now...
Oh, I haven't tested them as well. Like, I just built them before our stream.
But... Oh, that's not the right one. My Pride and Joy. I think you're going to like this one too.
Oh, I can't wait for it.
What kind of Amber Ruby deck do you reckon I've gone for?
So I hope for Racers, because I love Racers, but I think it's more like a Mufasa-ish version.
All right, I'll show you my star card.
Oh, nice. Yes.
The German Sugar Rush Speedway, which I was actually gifted from Aaron at BattleBet, and I've not played with it since I got gifted it, but what a moment to crack it out. And my thought process is I'm playing a location-heavy Amber Ruby, which I've play-tested in the past, and I always felt it was really good going first, but it struggled to win going second. So my game plan with this deck is to just play it going first and try and win. I have just in time.
Nice with Jim Hawkins, yeah.
Yeah. 4 Speedways. I've got 1 Piglet, 3 Fix-It Felix, 3 Lilos. I only have 3 Glimmer Lilos, so I couldn't play 4 Lilos. That would just be rude. Mother Gothel, which I think is going to be interesting if I can ban Steel, that Mother Gothel maybe becomes a bit better. The Speedways, Neverland, Daisy Duck. This one's signed by Earlmeister, which makes it extra special. 3 Moanas, and I'm also trying 2 Voyage.
Okay, yeah.
Before. But I was looking at Tuk Tuk, and I thought this is kind of like Tuk Tuk, but much cheaper. And maybe if I'm short on ink, I can do some shenanigans. So those are my decks. And yeah, overall, I like the idea of just having one deck that's very good going first, and 2 decks which can win going second. That was sort of my thought process with this setup.
Yeah, I could totally see that. That will be definitely an interesting deck to see.
Yeah, but I am also concerned about my consistency. 20 uninkables.
That is a lot, yes.
That is a lot, but also I technically never have to go above 3 ink because of the just in time. I can just stay at 3 forever. Maybe.
I mean, would be good against my Inquisitor deck.
Yeah, that's true. So they're my 3 decks. Overall, I'm pretty happy with them.
Yeah. It's definitely not one of the combinations I would have considered with Amber Ruby. So, yeah, I definitely like what you've done there.
I mean, I think one of the problems because I put a lot of thought into this format, like one of the difficulties when you're building this lineup, it's like, okay, what do you pair Ruby with and what do you pair Sapphire with, if not themselves, right? My thought process is that I think it's really good to have one deck that's good going first, and I think Amber, with the new Lady 3 cost in particular, fits that bill.
Yep.
And then you want 2 other decks. So I just sort of decided I don't want to play Ruby Sapphire, so I'm going to play an Amber deck going first. So I either need to play Amber Ruby or Amber Sapphire, pretty much, was sort of my conclusion I came to. And yeah, as soon as I thought of the racer stuff or the Speedway stuff, I built a non-Speedway version. And I think like the Minnie Mouse could be really good in this format if you bench Ruby Sapphire as well, like the 0-8 Bodyguard. Thought that could be pretty fun, but yeah. I think locations. I think I've always liked the Speedway stuff, so I have to see. If ever there was a format for it, it would be this one.
Yes, that is definitely a good format to test that or to play that. Okay.
Right. Do you know what you're going to bench? I'm going to
I'm pretty sure I know.
Card. I have a feeling I know what you're going to bench too.
Alright, let's these.
Right, I have a Duel Link card which represents the deck I will be benching of yours.
Okay.
Because we have to reveal it simultaneously, right? Do you know if the die roll is... I think the die roll is actually decided before the benching, right? So we should roll first?
Yeah, we should definitely look that up, because I don't know what exactly is the order. I am not 100% sure at the moment. Okay, so we roll first. then to determine who is going first, and then do the benching after.
Okay. We're gonna roll. So even I decide, odd you decide.
Exactly, because I'm odd.
Even.
All right.
So I get to decide.
Yes. Do you want to go first or second?
I want the ultimate challenge, so I will go second.
Okay. Interesting.
You're like the final boss of Lorcana, so I want to do it properly.
Okay. So I definitely know what I'm benching then.
All right, me too. I have my card here that I'm benching.
Okay. So I have my cards in hand, so I will just put them here.
All right.
Yeah, I figured. We will both play without steel.
I was like, do I even need to build this one? I think it's just going to get banned. Benched, sorry. All right, and so you're going to be going first in game 1.
Yes.
I'll be going second. We don't reveal what deck... Well, I guess we have to do it simultaneously, right? There's a question. Do we know in the mulligan what deck our opponents are playing?
I think not, right?
So you would need to have sleeves, different sleeve, or the same sleeve for every deck. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I mean you probably only reveal the lists before, right? Not the deck sleeves like we did. I mean, you're not going through the list one by one.
I guess you would just make sure you have the same sleeves for every deck.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'm shuffling up either way.
Yep.
So you've got Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby Amethyst left. My prediction is that you're likely to play... Here's where the mind games come in, right? Like, if you're very much predicting that I'm not going to play my Ruby Amber deck going second, but and you might try and you're worried about your Inquires deck against my Ruby Amber deck. So this is where maybe I predict that you're going to actually try and sneak through your Emerald Sapphire deck, and suddenly I'm like, maybe I should play my Ruby Amber deck going second. So there's some big mind games going on in this format.
Yeah, especially since you gave me the option to going first in game 1. That could also make that I go with Emerald Sapphire first. More likely, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you would let me go second in game 1, I would probably not play that.
Have you decided what you're playing?
Oh yeah, I'm already shuffling because it was sorted, so I should shuffle that well enough.
Shuffling. I was shuffling one deck and then I started shuffling a different deck.
Oh, okay. Well, I have enough decks here. We can shuffle through all of the 22 decks and then eventually we'll start playing at some point.
That is some impressive shuffling, much better than mine.
All right. Do you want to cut?
No, thank you. Would you like to?
No, I'm fine.
Best of luck.
Best of luck to you as well. It's the first time I'm actually playing Lorcana over webcam, I think.
Okay, let's go.
Also, I need to grab dice, because I need them for damage counts. Be right back.
Alright, so while he's gone, I'll flash you my opening hand. I decided, because I'm predicting he's going to play Emerald Sapphire, because I think he's going to be worried about this deck against Emerald Sapphire. So I just want to make sure I get this matchup. Even if I lose... and he's not playing Emerald Sapphire, that means that I can just play against Emerald Sapphire next game anyway, so I'm chilling. So a lot of this is very big mind games with the order EQ decks in. Again, with my background in digital card games, this kind of format is something I've got a lot of experience in, not directly with Lorcana. But my decision here, while unorthodox, I think makes a lot of sense. Because if you use Emerald Sapphire now to try and get it through against my...
Hello.
Hello.
You know I can still hear you, right? Because my microphone...
No!
I just can't talk because my microphone is here, but my headset is still working.
Muted. It was all...
It was all part of the plan.
Yeah, exactly. Have you mulliganed yet? I'm guessing not.
No.
Maybe for the mulligan, what we should do is we just close each other's... We don't watch each other, but we show the camera the mulligan.
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem.
We just trust each other not to look.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even look if I try to sit like this because my monitor is over there.
I don't know how you're sitting because I'm not looking.
Okay, yep. Alright, I am going first. So...
I think I'm going to do something like this, maybe? I'm going to mute my mic on Discord as well, actually.
All right, I will just mulligan 2 cards.
Me as well, so I'm going to look at your screen again, but 2 for me also. Oh no, I'm keeping 2, sorry.
Oh, so you're mulligan 5.
Yeah. Correct.
So together we have a playable hand.
I'm not sure any of my hands are going to be playable. We'll have to see.
All right, should I cut that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Perfect. Would you like to cut?
No.
I'll do a little half cut for you.
Sure, that works.
All right, good luck. Have fun.
Good luck, have fun. I will start us off by inking my...
That's not Emerald Sapphire.
That is not Emerald Sapphire. Indeed.
Uh-oh.
And then I will go for Chernabog.
Okay.
And pass to you.
I'm going to draw. Chernabog. I'm going to ink Super Goof. And for 1, play Daisy Duck.
Okay.
I thought I would try and get your Emerald Sapphire. Just in case.
Yeah, but no. I went Ruby Amethyst first.
And I think if I queued Sapphire Amethyst here, I would be feeling pretty confident. So I might have metagamed myself.
Probably. Alright, I will ink Bruno, and I will play Diablo, and then I will pass.
Alright, I'm going to draw for turn. How curious. The foxes and stuff like that are pretty terrifying. I will ink...
You know I'm not running foxes, right?
Oh, yeah. I just assumed. It's one of those, I didn't even look at the deck list hard enough to notice no fox.
No, I'm not playing fox, but I'm playing crap.
For 2, I'm going to play Mother Gothel. I'm going to leave my ink face up for the rest of my turn. I'll pass and flip my ink over.
All right. So... I will ink Elsa and play Peter Pan. Let's move that over here so it's not behind my camera. And then I will pass again with 3 in hand.
Okay.
And then
I'm going to ready and draw. I'm going to ink Goofy. For 3, I'll play Minnie Mouse. Pass. Not feeling too
All right. We're playing a game of passing.
Yeah, which I think suits the Ruby Amethyst more than the aggro location deck.
Probably. All right, let's see.
I think I made a grave error playing this deck going second, but I was so worried that you would queue Emerald Sapphire.
I will start singing Friends
Mm-hmm.
to draw 2. I will also start questing. So let's quest with Diablo here.
Yep, for 1.
For 1. And then I will ink. I will ink Crab.
Okay.
And I will play Bruno.
Oh boy.
And then pass to you.
Okie doke. I'm going to ready and draw. For 1, I'll play Neverland.
There we go.
For 1, I'll play Neverland.
Okay.
And for 1, I'll play Daisy Duck.
Why did I ink Crab?
Daisy Duck will challenge Diablo.
Alright, Diablo is getting banished, so I draw a card.
Yep. I have 2 cards in hand and I'll pass.
Okay. Alright, I will start with thinking bosses on the roll with Peter Pan.
Oh boy.
So I look at the top 5 cards and put them back in any order.
Here we go. I'm already terrified. So you can put them on the top or the bottom and you can pick how many go where.
Yes.
So you're going to put them all to the bottom.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. Yeah, no. Alright, that is now a lot of choices.
How good's your memory? That's the big question.
That is the big question. Too bad my phone is there. I would love to make a picture now. Of course, that's not allowed. But you would not see it.
I don't think that's allowed.
No, that's 100% not allowed. Never do that. Alright. I will put all of them back. Mm-hmm. Then I will start using
on
Bruno.
The top?
All on the top. I get 1 love for the bosses on the roll. Then I use my Bruno, and I will say the Sword of Shang-Yu.
No. Oh, what a fluke.
And then I will get 3 lore.
Wow. So it goes to hand?
It goes to hand, yes.
And you've still got 4 ink available.
That is correct.
I think I see where this is going.
So I will play this.
Mm-hmm.
I will use the effect to exert this and one of my ready characters to ready one of my other characters. So I will ready Bruno.
Okay, but you know he can't quest, right?
Yes, he can't quest now. So now I will use Bruno. And I already forgot what's there now. I will say Chanabox, follow us.
Oh, please don't be wrong. Okay.
1, 2, 3, and this goes to hand.
Oh, my goodness. Bruno Madrigal.
Then I will use...
Alright, well at least you can't ready Bruno anymore this turn.
I will use Fan the Flames on Bruno. And then I will use him again.
Still can't quest though.
He can't quest twice now. And I will say Cusco. So that's another 3.
Yep. This is fine.
Yeah, right? And then I will ink my followers to play Diablo and Cusco. And I will then pass to you with 2 cards in hand.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ready. I'm going to set and gain 2 lore for my Neverlands. And I'm going to pray to draw a good card. I did not. 2 for the Sugar Rush Speedway.
Nice.
1 for Neverland.
Another one.
Oh yeah, I have 1 card in hand. I think I might be in trouble here. So I think what I need to do is quest with Daisy to disrupt your bosses on a roll. It's my only chance.
True.
So I'm going to quest for 2 with Daisy.
I should have expected that and stacked my deck differently, but I forgot about it.
So I'm up to 4.
Alright, so it constantly goes under the deck.
And then I'm going to quest for 2 with Daisy. Trigger.
So now I get a Jiminy Cricket to my hand.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And then Minnie Mouse is going to challenge Chernobog's followers.
Yep.
Oh, wait. No, Minnie! I thought she had 3 willpower.
No, it's 3 strengths, 2 willpower.
And I'll quest for 1 with Mother Gothel.
Mm-hmm.
Plus. So I'm up to 7.
Okay. Then I will ready my cards. And
At the moment, I'm feeling as though I could have done with some more copies of Voyage and Tuk Tuk.
I mean, yeah, moving them now to the locations would have been really, really helpful there. Alright, what do we do? What do we do with that? You're on 7. You will get 3 to 10 and have 5 more and potential 3. That's okay, I guess. I will start with 3 for my library.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 move my Cusco there.
Yep.
Then Cusco would like to challenge Mother Gothel.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I can draw 2 cards.
I got Desperate. Perhaps too desperate.
So now my Peter Pan will sing Bosses on the Roll again.
Oh no! And that's GG if you can remember. I guess you need to have stuff that readies.
Yeah, I need another activation there.
I mean, you have the sword already.
Yep. I would get 1 through Bosses on the Roll. Oh,
Yeah, up to 12.
12. But I need 3 activations. Can I get 3 activations somehow is the question. So I will only leave 1 card on top and put 4 to the bottom.
Okay. So I reckon the card you've put on top is another boss on a roll. That's my prediction.
Yes, that is a good prediction. So I will say Bosses on the Roll. So 3 lore,
So
this goes to
15.
hand.
Yep.
Alright, so now I will use my sword to ready Peter Pan. And then I will
I didn't expect that.
sing Bosses on the Roll again.
Okay, how spicy. I didn't expect that.
I mean, I didn't have anything else that could sing it, right? So.
Bruno?
I mean, yeah, I could have also done it with Bruno. That's correct. So 1 lore for Bosses on the Roll, so 16.
Mm-hmm. I'm just imagining how cruel it could have been for me to have benched this deck of yours. You would have been so gutted.
I love this deck. It's really cool.
The boss ist doch der Held. How was that?
That was close. Der Boss ist doch der Held would be the German. Alright, I will put them all back now.
Okie doke.
So, for 1, I'm now playing It Calls Me. I will shuffle your Mother Gothel and your Mini back into your deck.
Isn't it just 1?
It's up to 3.
Huh. The more you know.
It's even in English, you can read it. Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe. And I draw a card.
There's quite a lot of cards it shuffles back. That's interesting.
That's true. Now I have 3 actions played, so I can play my Lilo for free to ready my Bruno. And then I will use Bruno 1 more time, and I will now say Magic Broom. So I get a Magic Broom.
How did he know?
How does he know? He's so good. And I will ink my Jiminy and play the broom, and then pass to you with 2 in hand.
I feel like this is an easy comeback.
Probably, yeah. Just need to
ready?
Get rid of all the characters and...
We'll just get to 20.
Or that. That works.
I gain 3 lore for my Neverlands. I'm up to 10.
Yep.
Draw. No! Quest with Daisy.
Mhm.
It's 12, trigger.
So I get a Merlin.
Quest for 2 of Daisy, trigger.
I get another Merlin. How did I know?
So, if I can move my Daisy Duck from the Neverland to the Speedway, I'll gain 3 lore and draw 3 cards.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I can't do that. But what I can do is I can play just in time
Yep.
for 3 to play Minnie Mouse.
Nice. So you paid only 3 ink instead of 3 ink.
Yes, good, right?
That's good.
Pass.
All right, so I will get 1 lore with my library, and
Yeah, you can't even win with Bruno.
yeah,
Unlucky.
that's true. Or with the bosses on the roll that's on top of the deck.
So, at this point in the triple deck constructed, a lot of people are going to be saying, what an idiot Speci is. He's queued his deck going first. However, I think I had to do this because I think my best chance of getting my Amber Ruby deck through, it's the weakest deck in my lineup, is against your Emerald Sapphire.
Probably,
And now,
yes.
even though I lost this game, I now know that I am in the next game playing against Emerald Sapphire.
That is correct, and you can decide if you want to play this deck again or if you want to switch.
Yeah. And so basically, I'm going to be playing against Emerald Sapphire once going first and once going second. So again, even though I really want to play this deck going first, how good is this deck going to be against Emerald Sapphire? And I don't know the answer to that. So there is actually a compelling argument to play this deck now. Because then in this format, obviously you always want to win the first game, but there is a slight upside to losing, which is that you get to dictate if you're going first or going second in each matchup. Not going first or going second, but which deck you play going first and which deck you play going second.
I just broke one of my sleeves with shuffling, so I will be getting another sleeve.
Yeah, sure.
Oh god.
I really thought he'd queue Emerald Sapphire first. Damn it. It's the mind games that happen in this format. Because in a similar vein, he probably wanted to get that Ruby Amethyst deck through not playing against Amethyst Sapphire. So, very interesting.
Yeah, definitely was hoping that you queue Ember Ruby first into it.
You mind gamed me so hard.
I was lucky. It could have been the other way around.
Alright, I've picked my deck. I'll go first.
Okay.
I think my sleeves might be a slight giveaway.
Oh, is that the same deck as the last? I don't know. Maybe you just have the same deck sleeved 2 times to confuse me. Which also would not be the thing you could do at Worlds, but you could do it. Or you just resleeved because you're very fast in resleeving your deck.
I'm actually painfully slow. I think I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm going to mulligan 3. Yeah, the Inquires just seems like it's going to be so good against anything Sapphire.
Yeah, it's fun against Sapphire, definitely. Oh, I moved my camera.
Which is why I decided, obviously my sleeves have given it away, that my best chance of getting the Sapphire deck through against this now is by just playing it going first. So there's some very interesting dynamics here.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, I'm now playing... My whole strategy was I have a deck designed for going first and a deck designed for going second. But seeing your lineup now, I had a change of heart and I identified, I need to get my Amber Ruby through against the Emerald Sapphire. But maybe what I should have been thinking about was I need to get my Amethyst Sapphire through against your Ruby Amethyst. It's all very interesting. It's a very different element of Disney Lorcana from what I've played before, and I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely more you have to think of. And you need to know the matchup, you need to know your opponent a little bit. But that's something we expect from Worlds players, right? They need to be the best in their game, they need to know the matchups. But you cannot expect a new player to be like, okay, I exactly know what I should bench and what I should play against which, going first, going second. So there's another new element of strategy added on top of the normal game.
Have you mulliganed?
I mulliganed 3 cards.
Cool. I did 4. So I can start?
Yes, you can start whenever you're ready.
Alrighty. I will ink Elsa.
Mm-hmm.
For one, I'm going to play a Popsicle. I'm going to draw. I'm going to pass.
Okay. So my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I will ink an Obscurosphere.
Oh! I didn't mean to pass.
Oh, you didn't mean to pass. Then go ahead.
Sorry, I meant to do this. I had a brain fart.
Okay.
I haven't played this deck before.
No worries. I will still ink an Obscurosphere.
You're going to pass? I'm like, no, oh, wait, no.
All right.
Sorry.
So then I will also play Popsicle.
Okay.
And you know what? Let's do that.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. The Bell Mirror. You go.
Okay, I'm going to ready and draw. Do you know what it was? I was thinking so hard about my ink and leaving it face up. When I like pay a cost for an ink, I'm so used to like flipping it upside down, and that's the habit I'm trying to break now. So I will sing Freuden am Schattenreich.
Freunde im Schattenreich.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
And draw 2.
I love that you're playing so many German cards from all your trips to Germany.
Yeah, true. I have a lot. I will ink Madame Fox. For 2, I'll play Sail on the Azurite Sea and draw a card. That's going to enable me to ink another card. And I will ink Madame Fox. And for 1, I'm going to play the legendary, the feared, the Royal Guard Octopus Soldier. And I'll pass.
Okay.